I'm Deborah Diane with BabyBoomerRetirement.com. Today I'm going to talk about age-in-place communities. These are ideas for helping you to stay in your current home, continuing to live exactly where you do now, maintaining your current lifestyle, and staying within your own community where you can go to your own churches, see your old friends, continue to stay with your current doctors, and have the lifestyle that you would like to have in your own home. Now, this can become complicated because by age 85, approximately 2/3 of us are going to be at least partially disabled, which means that we're going to need some kind of accommodations in our home to make it easier for us to live there. So what are the kind of things that you need to consider if you want to maintain your own home and or neighborhood where you live now? First of all, are you going to be able to afford to stay there? For example, you need to consider whether or not your mortgage is going to be something that you can handle when you're on a fixed income. Also, you have property taxes, maintenance costs. You may need more help than you currently have now. You might need a maid service. You may need yard service, pool service, all kinds of additional people to help you. Are you going to be able to maintain this despite the fact that your income is not going to be going up? These are very important things that you need to consider. So, if it looks like you can afford that, your home is paid off, your taxes are affordable, then go right ahead and make plans to stay there, at least as far as your finances are concerned. If these things are not feasible for you, then you may look for a smaller home in your current neighborhood. This is a choice that millions of people are making. In fact, experts estimate that the vast majority of people, approximately 75%, prefer to stay in their own home and or their own neighborhood when they retire. So if this pertains to you, then you definitely want to make sure that you've taken all of the steps necessary to make that happen. Now, once you handle the financial aspects of it to decide whether or not you can afford to stay where you are now, or whether you need to downsize to a smaller home, then you need to consider whether or not the home that you choose to live in will need any modifications to accommodate you. For example, is it a one-story house or a two-story house? Does it have a master bedroom on the first floor if it's a two-story house? Or could you convert a room that is in your current house to a first floor bedroom? For example, do you have a den, a home office, even a dining room that's currently not being used that you could easily convert to a downstairs master bedroom? Do you have a half bath downstairs? Could it be converted to a full bath? These are modifications that you may want to make eventually if you decide to continue to live in your current home or neighborhood for the rest of your life. If your home cannot easily be converted any space downstairs to a master bedroom, then would you consider putting in some kind of stair lift that can take you up and down the stairs so that you can live there and be able to go up and down stairs? This is a reasonable accommodation that a lot of people make in order to live successfully in their current home. Other accommodations or modifications that you may want to make is to put grab bars in your bathrooms. You may also want to get one of those new bathtubs that have the door that make it much easier for you to get in and out of. They are much more comfortable. They may have a built-in seat for you to sit in so that you can either take a bath or shower while sitting down in a comfortable and safe bathtub. That might be a reasonable modification to make. If you don't decide to do that, you may want to put in an extra large shower, especially if someone in your home uses a wheelchair. You might want to get the kind of shower where they can just roll their wheelchair right in. That's also a very smart accommodation to make. Inexpensive changes that you can make to your home could be simply purchasing a shower chair which would make it easy for you to sit in your shower and use it despite any kind of minor handicap that you might have that might make it dangerous for you to stand up and take a shower. You may also want to get automatic night lights and put them in a variety of locations around your house. I highly recommend that you get at least some that have a battery backup. And you can purchase those on Amazon, at Home Depot, in a lot of different types of hardware stores. These are very handy because they will also work if the electricity goes out in your house, so you are never left entirely in the dark in an emergency. And this could be extremely important for your own safety. You do not want to be alone in a dark house with no emergency lighting. So the kind of night lights that have a battery backup are very smart. You also, if you've got a lot of area rugs in your home that might lift a little bit or move, you definitely want to make sure that you have non-slip mats underneath those rugs so you don't step onto one and have it slip out from under you. One of the most dangerous things that can happen to senior citizens as we get older is the risk of falls. Falls can lead to hospitalization, long periods of time in bed, developing pneumonia, having other complications. You do not want any of these things to happen to you. So any precautions you can take to make sure you don't fall are well worth it. In addition, a lot of people develop arthritis in their hands, and this is a big issue. So one of the things that is very smart to do is to change as many of your doorknobs, faucets, anything else that you can think of that is a knob, and turn it to a lever. This makes it much easier to handle, even if you have problems with using your hands as you get older. So this is an easy step that you can take early on in your retirement, long before you need it, and it will assure you that you will be able to use at all the facilities in your home much more easily as you age. Another change that you might want to make, especially if you think you might have trouble bending over, getting down on your hands and knees, are having some of your electrical outlets raised so that you can reach them without having to stoop down, bend over, or get down on your hands and knees. This is also a good safety precaution. Another thing that you can do that costs absolutely no money but is very wise is to rearrange your cabinets so that everything that you ever are likely to need can be reached without having to climb up on a chair. Many people continue to use things and do some dangerous things well past the years before that they should not do those things anymore. And climbing up on a chair to reach that favorite bowl, get down your pitcher, all of those things is not wise. So you should rearrange your kitchen cabinets while you're in your 50s or 60s so that everything that you are likely to need is within easy reach and you never have to climb up onto a ladder, a chair, or anything else to reach it. And this would be very wise. Some of the other changes that you might want to make is making sure if you remodel your home that you install some extra wide doorways that would accommodate a wheelchair. Again, this is something that you might consider just because of the plans that you have in the future, that you might you or your spouse or someone else in your family might need these kind of accommodations. Another thing that you might consider getting is an alarm system for your home, because if something were to happen and someone were to break into your home or a fire were to start, you would like to be able to make sure that the police or the fire department or the appropriate emergency people can be called instantly and immediately without you having to lift a finger. So if you are confused, overwhelmed, overcome by smoke, or having any other issues, that you know that the alarm company will make this call immediately for you. In addition to that, you may want to get a medical alert device. You can purchase those from Amazon again, from online, from Walmart, from a variety of companies. Get an emergency alert device that you can wear on a pendant around your neck. The kind that I like are the ones that will work anywhere. They're, for example, the 5-star, um, the Great Call, 5-star Great Call one is a good one because it works off of GPS, so you do not have to be in your home for it to work. If you're out taking a walk, you're out in your garden, you start feeling dizzy and you collapse, you can push a button and you will be immediately connected with a live operator. From there, you can tell them what your problem is. They can connect you with a neighbor, a relative, or, should you need it, a nurse, your doctor, or even call an ambulance for you. You have options about who is called. They will have a call list that you give them so that they will know the different people that you might want to have called in an emergency. But this is very reassuring to know that if you are feeling uncomfortable, uncomfortable or sick, frightened, or have anything else like that happen, that you will be able to reach someone and that they will be able to take care of whatever the situation is. And I really like this kind because it does work on GPS and will work wherever you are. You could be in an airport, you could be in another city, and just experiencing some confusion, dizziness, or whatever, and get in touch with them and ask them to put you in touch with a relative who could come and help you. So that's a very reassuring system. So if you have an alarm at your home and a medical device on your body, you will feel safe and protected and comfortable wherever you are. And that's one of the most important things about having being able to age in place and be able to stay in your own home. A final area that you need to consider is joining your local senior center and participating in it. These senior centers are available in almost every city and in virtually every medium-sized town in America. And they provide all kinds of special services. A lot of them have low-cost meals, exercise classes, free tax preparation services, and a variety of other ways to help you. They can put you in touch with all kinds of programs and assistance. They also arrange parties, special events, trips to local zoos or entertainment options, travel. All kinds of things can be arranged through your senior center. You can even arrange for programs like Meals on Wheels through your senior center. So it's an organization that you definitely want to get in touch with. You want to visit it periodically. You want to make sure they know who you are, and that you're availing yourself of all the services that they have to offer. It's a great program that we have here in the United States, and you definitely want to make sure that you're taking advantage of it. So, between home modifications, making sure that you can contact outsiders in an emergency, and participating in your senior center, you should be well equipped to continue to age in place as you get older. And that's something that 3/4 of Americans definitely want to do. If you want to read more information about the programs that are available to people that are thinking about retiring soon or who have recently retired in the last few years, again, you may want to contact my blog, which is babyboomerretirement.com, the blog for the 10,000 baby boomers who are turning 65 every day. My blog is free. You can look it up online, and good luck to you. Thank you very much.